Are we streaming? We're going upstream, baby. We're going upstream. It's time. I feel the vibrations.
Do you?
The good vibrations. Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Christa.
With a Big Family Homestead, and I gotta tell you something. I hope that you are ready for another exciting and soon-to-be classic edition of us being live. It's exciting.
It's exciting.
I like this shit.
I like this shit.
It's exciting. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We hope that you guys are ready to have a good time. We have a list of stuff and things. It even has two sides. Because there's two sides. So, Mama.
Yes.
We are glowing.
Yes.
We'll talk about it later, but I think we need to start out with the most important thing in all of our world right now, and that is crocheting.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Tell them about your crochet project.
Okay, well, I have actually two things that I'm working on. One thing that I'm working on is I'm teaching Hope how to make a granny square. Now, Hope is our 13-year-old daughter, and she is wanting to learn how to crochet. And she's made a couple of things with just rows. Well, she wanted to make a granny square. And I gotta say, she's doing a pretty bang-up job. Now, of course, this looks odd because she stopped right here. But she's doing pretty good for her first granny square. Looks way better than the one I made.
So sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that's okay.
Go right.
And then the other thing I'm still working on is, it began as a shawl, and so this is one of those projects that kind of sits in the basket, and when I feel like working on it, then I'll pull it out and I'll do another short project between.
I love the colors on that. Show the colors again. It's very like modern fall.
Yeah.
Modern fallish.
Yeah.
But I have a question for
It's
you
really
guys.
soft.
What do you think? Go ahead and start typing like the wind. What do you think should be a next project for Mama to crochet? Because
It's crochet, honey, not crochet.
it is spelled C-R-O-C-H-E-T. Crochet. Is it a French word?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Crochet.
My
It's
arm
got to be.
itches. My arm itches. It's dry.
You got arm itch.
I got
She's
an
got an
arm
arm
itch.
So who's got a suggestion for what should be the next crocheted thing? Let's see. I think my chat is a little bit lagging.
Slippers. Okay. I've tried working on slippers and they don't seem to work out right. I've gotten up like this far up the toe and it just looks wrong. So maybe I've just got the really bad pattern or what, but if you guys got an ATV cozy.
An ATV cozy. We need to have.
I need a cup
We
holder.
don't have a cup
No,
holder.
I make cozies for my Ozark water bottle so it doesn't scratch the table. Or, you know how sometimes the water bottles will jiggle in the cup holders in the car? Oh, that's so annoying. So that helps that jiggling.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of great suggestions here. Striving for Simple says a cardigan. Mike DeFazio is being a naughty boy because he's saying a shotgun mic windscreen, and he knows that I know audio and video, and he knows audio and video, and so that was a little bit of a rub. A little bit of a rub. Because he knows I should know better.
Yeah. Ellen, yes, I'm on Ravelry. I love that website. It is a crocheting and knitting website that has tons and tons of patterns on it. It's almost as good as Pinterest.
ABT says an egg apron. I like that idea.
That's a good one.
I like that idea.
Pillowcases, yes.
Vernon says dishcloths. That's pretty nice.
I make lots of those.
Grape Tomato Girl has, for the win, a rifle cover. Woot,
awesome.
woot, woot. Remember Arsenio Hall?
Yes.
Woot, 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 woot.
Woot, woot.
Yes, you get the woots. A rifle cozy.
That's funny.
Well,
Amy Whitmer says a swimsuit cover. Well, that's
a cover?
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
You cover up your bathing suit.
Yeah.
I don't wear bathing suits, so.
Yeah, I'm striving for simple soap scrub bites. Joke of one, a doll. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's another project.
What about, this is kind of interesting, You would have to use a finer yarn. But what about a nativity scene?
Oh.
What about?
That would take a lot.
That'd be cool, though.
Time.
So, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it has come to that portion of the evening in which it is shameless plug time. It's channel shout out time, and you are not only allowed to plug even your own channel, whatever channel you're watching, whatever channel you like, you can shout it out.
And I will try to read them as fast as I can.
Christa's going to read them, and for this moment in the segment, it's game on. Go ahead, start plugging. On your mark, get set, go. Who do we have that we're trying to go and batty?
Noreen's Kitchen, Gavin Weber, Goin' Batty, Scotty Kilmer Channel, Mayberry Farms, Timmy Xander, I'm not going to butcher his last name, sorry. The Weekend Homestead.
Drepu.
Deep South Homestead, Out of Country, Soulful Tea, Smallwood Homestead, Deep South Homestead, Homestead Tessie, Out of Goshen, Creative Pineapple, Survival on Purpose, 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub, Prep Setter Bob, that's going too fast. Living on a Dime, Bag a Day, Watch Arms Family Homestead, okay, sorry. Homestead Heart, Pratt Family, Jane All Zero, The Bush Bee Man.
Go, Mama, go, Mama, go.
Yeah, Alderman Farms, Haywire Homestead, Praying Medic.
That's
Steve
a great
Steph
name.
Resale Killers. Oh, that's interesting. Deer Meat for Dinner, Gilbrook Farm, Abuela's Kitchen. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Down Home with Renita, Tiny Notes from Home, Dr. John Bergman. Fathering Autism, Mama Grows. These are all some channels.
A lot of
them
channels.
I've not heard. Parsnips and Parsimony.
Okay, take a breath. Well done, Mama. Well done.
Some more tea.
You get your tea. And Mimi Gilmore is suggesting a very excellent channel right now.
Oh,
yes. You're not current, are you?
Yes, I'm current.
It's a Big Family Homestead, whoever they are.
See, it highlights on yours. It doesn't highlight on mine.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. So now it's time for us, and you can keep plugging till the segment's over, and then the shameless plugs must come to an end, people.
Yeah.
But we have not yet seen, or I have not yet seen, maybe I didn't catch them all, but I have not seen the channel that we've picked as a channel shout out in this list yet tonight.
No, I have not.
So before I tell you who this person is, or who this channel is rather, please open up a new tab. Open a new tab, because I want you all to sub this channel. And then if you watch a few videos and you're like, I don't like it, unsub.
Right.
But let me tell you what. As a YouTube creator, it's like getting a gift every day. When you get, you made your video and you rush downstairs in the morning and you go, how many subs? Did I get any subs? Did I lose any subs? And it's honestly like a little gift. And she doesn't know we're doing this.
No, she has no idea.
And so if you open up that second tab and get ready to type in the link that Claire is going to put up on the screen, and the channel name is
in the chat.
Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. Yes. I know that's a lot.
It's a mouthful, but they are awesome.
She'll put it up a few times. But Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. M-A-M-A.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give my impression of this channel, and then you continue, because you guys have become buddies.
Yes. Her and I are very close.
This channel is mainly, run by Melissa. And we knew Melissa a few years ago, or came to know her.
Oh, yeah.
And she is, I think the best word I can describe is a spitfire. This lady is awesome. She's knowledgeable. She speaks her mind and doesn't care what other people think. And she's usually right.
Oh, yeah. She is a Southern mama to a T. She is amazing. She loves the Lord. She loves her children. She has...
I don't know. Don't go there. If we don't know...
She has several children.
There's
Let's
lots of
just
kids.
say that. I can't keep track.
That's probably the Full House part.
Right. But she homeschools. She homesteads. Oh my gosh.
And
they do so much.
And a newlywed
yes.
To a veteran.
Yes.
And this guy is a baller.
He's solid.
He's solid. Yeah. They're solid. Homestead Mama. Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. I'll tell you what, though. Watch some of her essential oil videos.
Yeah.
She is so knowledgeable.
She knows a lot about pretty much most of the essential oils. She sells them. She sells creams and deodorants and things like that on her website. And she's just a super sweet lady, and just like I said, she loves the Lord and makes no bones about it. Yeah.
Thank you, Bridget Reinhardt, baby. We greatly, greatly appreciate your contribution.
Yes.
So thank you. But Homestead Mama, Full House Homesteaders, go ahead and watch a few videos. I promise, if you don't like any of them, it's a double your money back guarantee. We'll send you double of whatever it costs you to subscribe.
Right.
So, moving on. The shout outs are done. So, stuff that we have been doing. We have been busier than a one-armed paper hanger.
A one-armed paper hanger.
Yeah. You know, I always wondered what that meant, but it was like wallpaper. Because if you got to put wallpaper up, you need two hands.
Right. Or
if you've only got one.
Someone who used to print newspaper the old ways, then they'd have to hang it to dry it.
But you got to be busy.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's start. Oh, by the way, let's make this fun tonight. If there's something that comes up in conversation that warrants a movie quote, go for it. Movie quotes approved. So, for example, like if I said, you know, I'm busier than a one-armed paper hanger, there's probably a million, you know, colloquialisms that would fit with the topic of being busy.
True.
Right?
Right. I can't think of any right at the moment.
I don't know. I keep thinking of Ghostbuster quotes, but none of them work. None of them work. We
haven't watched Ghostbusters in a while either, so.
Do you want some coffee?
No, I have tea.
No, you missed it. It was the Ghostbusters quote.
Okay,
Ask me if I want coffee.
Do you want coffee?
Yes, have some. Anyway. Squirrel! Brad's gone. Okay, bringing it back. We are working on 2 videos that are going to come out either in the next day or 2 or the next 2 or 3rd day.
Okay.
And it's basically kind of where we've been going and what we've been doing with our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yep, loads of fun.
But we'll give you the overview right now.
Yes.
Just the overview. No meat and potatoes. You got to wait for that. We went to ATV'd to a bunch of bed and breakfasts.
Yes. We drove and drove and drove on our ATVs, which I got to tell you was a blast. A little dusty. Still got a little grit in my teeth and in my eye, and I think right back here in my ear.
Oh, and the worst one.
Yeah, when it gets in your nose, it's just gross. It's just gross. But
my boogers feel like cement. And have you guys ever heard of that phantom limb syndrome, where people who have amputated, they think that they're still there and they feel they're still there? I have.
Okay, he's not trying to make a joke of the phantom limb syndrome.
No, not at all. But it's like that. I feel like there's something in there, and I can't do anything about it.
Ridiculous.
I need a roto-rooter. Shove it in my nose.
Okay.
Well, we got a good quote.
Amy T. Okay, wear a bandana over your face like the bikers do.
I can't do that.
I can't either.
You breathe the hot breath.
Yeah, there was one time several years ago, Grace was in the hospital and she had to be put in the PICU, it was really bad at that point. And the doctors and nurses asked me to wear a mask. I kid you not, I almost passed out because of rebreathing. I mean, I know it goes through, but the hot air, and it just felt like I was rebreathing my air, and I came close to passing out. So I can't wear anything on my face. I don't even like scarves near my face.
Oh, yeah.
So. Well,
you know, if they asked me to wear a mask, I'd probably show up in a Ronald Reagan getup. That'd be awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
Let me tell you a few things. So, we've been ATVing. Going to bed and breakfast. We at the last day we brought the kids out to like a lake kind of cabin thing.
Yep.
And I gotta tell you what, Mama. I am still incredibly in love with you. I am the luckiest guy. I know there's a lot of you guys who think you are, but sorry, today's my day. I'm the luckiest guy.
Oh,
so, ATVing, we got sunburned.
is my face red?
As you can see, it's probably glistening. My rosacea has gone psycho. It's like I've been tap danced on my face with golf shoes. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, so we did get some good sun, some good vitamin D, and it was
too
really
much.
No, you know what? Mine has tanned already. I have my melatonin count is different than Brad's. He burns a little easier than I do. Mine just it burns and gets red, but then it goes to tan really fast. I have an olive skin, so it's
She's a little more olivey.
yeah. So I tan relatively easy.
Well, and you've got some Caribbean lineage, is
Yes.
what we're told, what we believe, and so there you have it.
Yeah.
A lot of ATV riding. I'm not seeing enough movie quotes, guys. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
You're letting me down here. Come on, feel the noise. You know what I'm saying?
I did see one about ghosts.
Ghosts?
Yeah, earlier.
Oh well, you can find that, and I'll move on, and then we'll come back. One place we did go that was super awesome, and you're going to see in the video that we put out next, is probably our favorite place, was a place called Palmquist
Yes.
Farm.
Yes.
And it's in Brantwood,
Wisconsin. And guys, this place was amazing. It was so peaceful and quiet and very relaxing.
and the people were there were awesome.
Yes.
It made you feel like family was there, not the weird kind of family that you kind of stay away from.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to.
They're
but
the really nice ones.
These are the real deal. These folks were just amazing. And you know, we sat at the dinner table with them and we chatted and had amazing food, and it was just awesome. It was just a great time to be together and get to know some new folks and
just have a relaxing time.
yeah, exactly. And not have bickering and arguing. Mom, he's doing this. It was just a nice 24 hours not to have that.
So, yeah.
Love the kids, but
So, hey, I'm reading a few comments here. Hey, Grampy Campy. Good evening to you, sir. Let's see what else we got. Prepster Bob says, we'll call him Steve.
Steve.
That was an excellent movie quote. You got to guess it, though.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
I know what it is.
It's a kids movie.
Kids movie. We'll call him Steve.
Steve.
That was an excellent movie.
B Lady's here.
Hi, B Lady.
How's
We've
it going?
missed you.
Yep. I even saw Tim Beverly. He's here.
What's up, Tim?
How you doing?
Capital T. You know what? Tim, he has spent a lot of time in the firefighting career. And that will give me an excellent segue into something over here. Because he was in firefighting. This has to do with firefighting. One of the things we got done this week, and this was our idea, Jonathan was all about it, because my son Jonathan is a volunteer firefighter here in the land of Wisconsin.
Yes.
And we came up with this plan to have a pumpkin patch that the community can come, pick a pumpkin, and leave a donation for the firefighters. And it's been awesome. We got a bunch of area tilled up, and the pumpkins are planted, and we're hoping that it will be able to raise a chunk of money for the guys.
Yeah. They struggle. I know that they are going to have to put a new roof on the fire barn, and I mean, they just spent some major coin getting some new turnout gear for the new guys. So that was an amazing blessing. Jonathan being one of the recipients of that that turnout gear. However, brand spanking new, and I can't remember how much it was. Was it?
It was like $1,000.
At least I thought it was more than that.
But that wasn't all of it.
Anyway,
that was just some of it.
Yeah. So, like I said, they're going to need a new roof on the barn. It's leaking.
We'll come back.
Yeah.
Sagittarian 1955 got the movie quote correct. The movie was Steve. Or no, it's not the movie. It was Over the Hedge.
Steve. Yeah, it was, that's it.
Over the Hedge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do not. Or do not. There is no try.
Yeah.
That's easy. That
and Amy T is saying that I need to respond to your loving moment. And I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her. And that is also a movie quote. And I believe it's from Notting Hill. You don't watch that movie.
That's a chick flick.
So, Amy, if I'm right, tell me if that's the movie. Because I did like that movie.
Strike that. Reverse it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory in your face. Oh, yeah. You think you got all that? Smallwood Homestead? What? So, I can't keep Pretty Woman, they're saying.
Oh, no. Okay. Tim is saying it's about $2,000 to outfit a firefighter with turnout gear these days.
Awesome. So,
I think he's right. Yep, it is Notting Hill. Woohoo! Woo-hoo.
So, we're trying actively to raise some money for the guys because we want to keep them safe and we want to keep the community safe.
Exactly. And they have done so much for our son. Oh,
yeah.
My goodness.
Well, and this is one of those kind of things where you're just like, well, I'm not going to be the guy to go climb up a ladder and, have all the training and, but there's something I can do. There's something I can do and, let it, even if it's as little as growing some pumpkins, you know what? I want to do that.
Something we can do, yeah. And Jonathan is all about it. He's loving this part of it. So. Yeah.
So anyway, thanks to all the firefighters, EMS, police officers, all of the emergency responders. We are very, very grateful. Mm-hmm. So now, one word on the goings on here in the chat. I love the movie quotes, but what I want is when you see a good quote, you guys, if you see a good quote, you answer it. Start interacting with each other because that is some of the best fun that you'll have because what you'll find out is that you'll start to see people's personalities in their quotes and their comments.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And you'll be able to know that Tim Beverly, he's a great guy. But start interacting with each other.
Okay, so Leslie says, I didn't know this was a kissing movie. I think it's actually, I didn't know this was a kissing book.
If it's, I didn't know this was a kissing book, that's easy. That's easy all day long. Princess Bride.
Right.
Jeez, oh Pete. You amateurs.
Oh, cool. Mega Candy Lady says our church honored first responders today. That's really cool.
Very nicely done. Cool. Very nicely done. Matter of fact, Jonathan had a fire call yesterday.
He did. Yes, but they were the backup to another
station.
There was a barn fire, sorry. Thankfully, gratefully, nobody got hurt except the combine. The combine lost its...
Well, nobody got hurt, and there's insurance for that kind of thing.
Right, exactly. So we were very grateful that nobody got hurt.
And isn't that weird that an 18-year-old kid who's not even graduated from high school yet is entrusted with a $200,000 fire engine?
He drove the 202, which is the water truck, yesterday.
Pump truck.
Yeah. So he was
pretty happy.
So stoked about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, little Homestead Franklin. What's up, my brother? I guess before Brad did, Liberty Lady must have got it. I can only talk so much and then see comments.
Right.
So,
right.
But there's another excellent segue, guys. Mm-hmm. Jonathan, who is our,
firefighter.
Yeah. He's going to be graduating in 5 days.
Yes.
5 days.
Yes.
And actually, if you are of a letter writing kind of person, we would really honestly be so grateful if you would... He doesn't know we're asking this, but we'd be grateful if you could just send him a letter of encouragement to our P.O. box, and Claire's going to put that up a few times. But if you miss it, it'll be in the comments section after everything processes. What?
So Jonathan's the water boy?
He is the water boy.
That was a really good one, Amy.
But if you like sending letters, maybe a quick word of encouragement, I know that would really mean a lot to him and blow him away.
Yeah. No.
So, P.O. Box 11, Medford, Wisconsin, 54. Ooh, I don't know this part.
54451.
But it'll be down below. And if you do, we're very, very grateful.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Jaws. Boom! That just happened. So the droids are Star Wars again. Oh, they're talking with each other.
Yeah.
Okay, do you ever guys go on vacation? We just did.
Yeah, we just did.
And we just talked about it.
And, you know, and we can't go very far because we have farm animals. We have a milking cow, and we have kids. And so we try to stay pretty local around here because in case of an emergency, we have a child. As many of you know, we have a child who has special needs, and we cannot go very far away from her. So us going to Brentwood, Wisconsin was perfect.
Smallwood Homestead. I do not think that means what you think that means. Princess Bride. 1-0. All right. So yes, we go on vacations, not very often. As a matter of fact, the one we just did is probably from at least 10 years ago.
What?
A real vacation.
Yeah, Caleb was a baby. He was 1 the last time we went on a real vacation.
10 years at least.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So anyway, the garden.
It's finally in the ground. We got our tomatoes, our basil, our cilantro, our peppers. What else did we get on the garden? We got peas and beans and squash, cucumbers, potatoes. We got all kinds of stuff in the ground. It has been so warm that we just threw everything in the ground. So, anyway.
I saw a comment and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, Grape Tomato Girl says, who else waves their arms Star Wars style whenever they're about to enter an automatic sliding door where you... I've got a great story about that.
Claire does every time we walk into those doors.
You're using the Force. But this is so awesome. I don't even remember the year, but when they started doing the reboots, and it was episode 1 with Darth Maul and everybody, and they were like, you know, you don't need, you know, Republic credits are fine. No, your Republic credits are no good here. Republic credits will do fine. And it didn't convince him because he was using the whole I'm going to control your brain thing. This is true. Shortly after the movie came out, I was at Taco Bell in the drive-thru.
Oh, so funny.
And the bill came to like $8 and change or something. And I pull up to the window and the guy goes, you know, I need $8.40. I said, $3.50 will be fine. And he laughed his butt off and gave me the food.
That was great.
So,
that was great.
So, Mama, garden. Back to the garden now.
Garden. So we're super excited. We got pretty much our whole garden is full of seeds and plants, and we put up T-posts and the cattle panels or the hog panels, whatever you want to call them, to support our tomato plants. And then we staggered the tomato plants every 3 feet on either side, so that there would be plenty of room for them to grow up. And
aeration.
There would be strong posts so that the wind wouldn't blow them over, and because that happens to us just about every year. And we can tie them up or weave them through the wires as they grow, and you know, should be. Well,
and to give credit where credit is due, we saw this on the channel that's the Old Alabama Gardener.
Yeah.
He's a friend of the channel, friend to Claire, and he's got a lot of great advice. If you're looking for a good gardening channel, that is one to check out for sure.
All of his fingers are green. Not just a green thumb, but all of his fingers are green. He is very, very smart.
And he really likes pickles, so I don't know if that means anything. I don't know if he likes pickles. I'm making that up. So, but, okay, what do you think? I know the answer to this question, but let them answer it first.
Okay.
What do you think is the single fruit, veggie, or blah, blah, blah that could be grown here that she most wants fresh? What is the fruit, vegetable, or in our garden thing that Mama wants the most? And Rhonda's got it right off the bat. Tomatoes.
Yeah. But, you know, as I'm sitting here thinking about it, yes, tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, Squash. One of the things I love to roast in the oven is zucchini squash and squash.
Took off.
Yeah, she left. Hopefully everything's okay.
But, you know, there is nothing like picking a warm tomato that's perfectly ripe, that just almost just kind of just barely pops off the stem.
Yeah.
And you take it inside. I'm going to have a moment here. I'm going to have a moment, and it's still warm in your hand. And you put it on the cutting board, and you get your nice, and the juice will drip down just a little bit. Oh, look at me. I'm getting chills. I'm getting verklempt. And what I like to do is get a nice piece of white bread, soft white bread, little mayonnaise, put your tomato on there, a little bit of salt. Heaven. Am I not right?
No, you were straight up right. And we did plant some yellow pear tomatoes, which our kids absolutely love, and they'll eat them straight out of the garden. We won't get any to bring in the house.
Yeah, the cherry, the plum tomatoes, the pear ones. Sorry, pear.
Yeah, those are the pear ones.
Yeah.
And then we planted some cherry tomatoes. There was not a very good selection, I will be honest. And we don't have a very long growing season, so we have to pick ones that have short maturity, you know, like 65 to 75 days. So.
Yeah. I'm scanning some quotes as we're continuing with the movie quote theme. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Right.
We do that all the time, but we'll just change it out. You know, like these aren't the keys you're looking for.
Right.
Or these aren't the blah, blah, blah. We'll just say that.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Easy. Wizard of Oz.
Hello, McFly.
Back to the Future.
Yep.
Come on now. You're going to have to do better than that. They need to be cool, but almost vaguish.
Right. Right.
Keep the game going.
Well, and I have to say to everybody, thank you for all of the well wishes. Everybody's saying happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you.
We are very grateful.
Yeah. Have you learned how to grow a gumball tree yet?
Ooh. If that were only real, I would have 5. Because you need the ones that do like the fruity ones, and then you need the sour ones, and then you need the ones that make your breath fresh.
So it needs a variety tree.
Yeah. You don't want to just have a random thing like the Ernie or Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. I don't want that. I want to know if I'm getting a piece of fruity gum or if I'm getting a mint. Because if you go for fruity gum and you pop a mint, it's like, oh, what's wrong? No? It's
Kneel
like
before Zod.
Come, Superman. Kneel before Zod. Do I need to say anymore?
No, definitely not.
All right.
No.
Hasta la vista, baby. You should know that one.
Speaking of, that's what's his face?
Is Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, couldn't think of his name.
That's not a movie though.
No, we were talking about
The Terminator.
no, Superman. Lois Lane passed away.
Oh
days
yeah,
ago.
the actress.
Yeah, last week. So nobody knows what happened, but
Boo.
that's really sad.
Okay. I ain't got time to bleed. I'm not even gonna say Mike. I'll let somebody else get that one. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Liber Lady, our anniversary is next Sunday, 29 years.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Good for you.
Awesome. And I know Bandana Grandma's anniversary is coming up in October. I know it's a little far in advance, but they're going to be celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. Now, I don't know very many people that get to 50.
Hats off.
Yes, definitely. Congratulations. That is an amazing
Congratulations.
feat. I know my grandparents got to 50, but they have passed away a long time ago.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Excellent. I will not answer that one. I know it, though.
Nice.
Okay. You guys have made it easy to have another awesome segue. If you know no, pause. Let me back up. We have done get-togethers, like a meetup, grill out time, a hangout time, for the past 2 years, and we are going to do another one this year.
Yep.
The first one we did was when we lived in Ohio, and that was awesome. There was like 100 people there.
Yeah, everybody brought it was like a potluck.
Yep.
And everybody brought food to share, and it was just an amazing time for us to sing worship songs and hang out and get to know each other. There's no pressure.
Yeah.
It's just a time to relax and chill out. And guess what? There's also no fee.
Yeah, no, it's just free.
It's
you
free.
show up.
You show up. You pay your way to get there.
Well, your own car or whatever.
Right. You know, but it is no pressure. It's just a time to relax for the afternoon. So.
Oh, made by Heart Homestead. Kim Farmer had a great time. Oh, Kim Farmer. Yeah.
Oh, hey,
it was
Kim.
great. Hey.
Yes, she was there.
Yeah.
Yes, we got to meet Kim and her husband Billy, and they were super sweet
awesome people.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that was really funny though that I found was, well, I got to back up just 1 second. I have a background in music, technology, video production. I spent most of my adult life being in bands on record labels, touring, playing music, having hits on the radio, tour buses, and all the blah, 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 blah. So I am not a stranger to being around people and people going, wow, that person has done this. And we don't have big heads about it. And the thing that was really, really funny was the majority of the people that we've met at these meetups, the thing they say is like, you really are just like on your channel. It's not an act.
Right.
And they're like,
just normal people.
Well, I mean, we're weird.
Well,
but it's not a show.
Me, white man.
Ooh.
I'm teasing.
But they always say like, you guys are just like you are.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I don't know if that's a compliment or we're doing something wrong.
I think it's a compliment.
I hope.
No, I think it's a compliment that we are showing our true selves.
True colors shining through. Cyndi Lauper. She took a turn for the worse.
There's no crying in baseball.
That's a great quote.
I saw it earlier, and I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't want to.
Marcia, frankly, my dear.
No crying in baseball.
I know. That's an excellent quote. And I know what it is, but I'll let them answer it.
Oh, I think they already did.
Peace Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way. That's too easy.
Sydney.
And there are people who watch the channel from New Zealand and Australia.
That's so far away.
I love it.
That's so amazing.
Oh, sorry. Squirrel. The meetup. We're going to do another meetup. And the channel that had hosted it last year was in Hayward, Wisconsin. And that channel is...
The Weekend Homestead.
The Weekend Homestead.
Yep.
And Henry Rosa.
Thank you.
Thank you. We greatly appreciate that. But the Weekend Homestead, Will and his family, they have a gorgeous piece of property.
They have an amazing property, yes.
And
trails, and he's got what, 100 acres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we brought our ATVs, and everybody brought drones, and there were people that brought apple cider presses. They made fresh apple cider.
Amazing.
Oh, it was so good.
Maybe we'll use your right thumb to press the accelerator. This part of my hand hurt so bad yesterday.
Did it connect back again, Claire? Did the stream connect back again? Somebody tried to call the phone.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, back to the... Yeah, your phone buzzed.
Oh, stinko.
Yeah, your phone buzzed. So I don't know how to do this, but I can still see the chat. I hope it's still going.
You can just hit play. There it's going again.
Okay. Okay. Lost you. I think we're back. Let us know if we're back because I can't really tell.
Yeah, Prep Center Bob did. He said we're back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a full-on get-together. It's going to be sometime in September.
Mm-hmm.
As we organize it, it will be in Hayward, Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. And I believe the middle of the month, but we're working that out. Yeah. So watch our channel for more info, but also watch the Weekend Homestead channel for more information. And here's the thing too, guys. Last year, he made the challenge of if we hit a certain number of people in attendance, he would put on an amazing fireworks show. Now, one thing you may not know about the Weekend Homestead Rockstar is he owns a professional pyrotechnics company. And he is so good, in fact, that he was the Super Bowl guy last year.
Yeah, at the Minneapolis...
the football game. That one that's the big one.
That just happened a few months ago.
There were teams and they fight and they're angry.
But He did all the fireworks for that Super Bowl show.
Well, actually, there's a huge story behind that did not allow him to actually do the halftime show. He got to do some, but not. They were set up, and you got to go over there and watch the video if you want to know about that. But he does it for Rizzle. For Rizzle, kids. Yeah. Go Eagles, mother of many horses. Mother of many horses has many, many anniversaries too.
She does.
She does. I forget the exact number, but it was a lot.
40?
It was a lot. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Ellen Bloomfield, it's only 6 hours away. You gotta come.
Yeah.
You gotta come.
She's in Illinois. It is 40. I remember.
Not bad.
I remember some things.
Okay. So there will be a get together. It will be in September. It will be at the Weekend Homestead's place that's gorgeous. And we're planning on having a lot of fun.
Bandana Grandma, we have not set the date yet, so we will let you know when we do. But it will be sometime in September. So you will be there. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. You will be there.
Oh, yes. You will be. There's another movie quote.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, I'm looking at the time here, 7:42. For those of you guys who are customers of ours with the Thrive Life freeze-dried food, and those who are our consultants, there has been a humongous set of new changes that have been made. And I'm not going to tell them all to you right now because I don't want to overwhelm you, but I'm going to tell you one of the big ones. And it really affects anybody out there who either has bought food or is possibly thinking of buying food. It's a big deal. It's a game changer, really. They've made a change that's starting next month.
June 1st.
Everyone has the benefit of being a preferred customer. You don't have to pay your way in.
Yep, there's no more 3-month commitment.
No more 3-month commitment. And this is the big deal. Every order that you make that's $100 or more on freeze-dried food, free shipping.
Yeah.
For forever. That's what they're saying. It's just like, you're now poof, you're preferred customers, no 3-month commitment, free shipping.
Right.
It's great.
It's free shipping if you spend over $100
on freeze-dried food.
On freeze-dried food, yeah. There are preferred items, and those are the preferred things that get free shipping.
Yep. And that's going to start next month.
Yeah.
So if you've been thinking about jumping in and trying some stuff, this is a huge savings because shipping that would have cost you $25 or whatever is now probably going to be free.
Yeah.
You know, and you know that's a 25% cut. You know, or almost if you do well math.
Yeah.
But one last thing on the Thrive Life stuff, and then we're going back, and I've got a lot of fun stuff planned, so don't check out. Is this? Tell them about the deal we specifically are offering in this month, and I'll tell you one thing before she says that. We probably won't offer this deal again because they've changed everything. That's actually going to make it hard for us to even make any money off this deal.
Right. So if you become a consultant and you purchase the Business Builder Kit
this month
of May, and then you set up your deliveries to ship in the month of May, then Brad and I will send you a chef pack for free.
Which is over $100 in value.
Right. It is a box that has 9 pantry cans. It also has, I think, a season thingy in it. Can't even think of what it's called. The seasons in it. And then it has recipe cards in it for at least 7 different recipes that you can make with those 9 cans, plus a few of your pantry items.
One quick second, Mama Claire. David Honor was, he was quoting a movie called Die Hard, and he was being kind and not spelling the word out.
That's just why I timed him out.
Okay. Just wanted you to know that it was not, he wasn't trying to be offensive.
I know.
Okay. Sorry about that, David.
Yeah, Amy, there you go. It was a movie quote, and he was bleeping the appropriate bleepiness.
Yes, but Claire is, she's just trying to
She
be
was
cautious.
doing her job too.
There's other kids that watch, so I just...
Yeah.
That's true.
So anyway, to sum up with the Thrive deal one more time.
Well, the Thrive deal is if you purchase the consultant kit of the business builder kit, and then you get your delivery set up in the month of May to deliver in the month of May, then we will send you one of the chef packs shortly after the end of May.
Yeah. So if you're considering jumping in, making some money with Thrive Life, which has been a humongous blessing for us. And so thank you. Now's the time to do it, because we probably won't do it maybe for a long time or ever, because we don't know if we can actually make any money with the changes that they're making.
Yes. Okay, one quick question about the Thrive stuff. Phil K is asking if we ship to Canada, and yes we do. And then there's, oh shoot, where'd it go?
FaceTime from Kuwait.
Oh,
Cool.
Wow. That's awesome. Troy is asking, what other products do you use other than Moringa for what problems? Well, for you, for your rheumatoid arthritis, you use Moringa, turmeric,
Chia.
Well,
then I have to use the coconut oil, because turmeric, you can't use turmeric without a carrier oil.
Right, the turmeric, it won't dissolve without a fat.
Yeah.
So that coconut oil is a healthy fat, and it comes in capsules, because not very many people like to swallow coconut oil.
Yeah, it's gross. Gets all
Well, and I know a lot of people do oil pulling, and it's very, healthy for your teeth, but I can't swish oil in my mouth.
Well, and that's another one of those things that go over to Full House Homesteaders with Homestead Mama. She has the 411 on all of that.
Yeah. Dawn, you have RA. You need to look up Moringa. We have made some videos on it.
Several.
Go back and check it out, because Moringa is super. He couldn't do that. He couldn't do this either.
And I was on a very expensive shot,
Right.
a $2,500 a month shot.
Right.
And when healthcare changed, they said, you're not qualify anymore.
Right.
So we started taking Moringa, and I 20 years.
Yeah.
Years.
Yeah.
So check it out. All right, getting on to bigger and better things. We have been hinting at an announcement that we are going to make, and we're going to give you the skinny on it right now. We're not going to give you the whole everything, but the basics of it is this. I, and Mama can speak for herself, I need to start paying closer attention to my health. I have tried several diets in the past, and I've even shared life changes with you guys, and trying to drink a gallon of water, and trying to do this and trying to do that. And I'm to a point where it just ain't cutting it anymore, and I got to make some serious choices and changes, because I'm overweight. I've got, some back issues, and probably a lot of that has to do with being overweight. And my blood pressure is really high. And so I've kind of come to that position, that point in life where it's like, okay, do you want to see your kids graduate or not?
Right.
And so I, in the next few days, am going to be announcing the outline of what I'm going to do. And actually, I'm going to invite you guys to come along the journey.
Yeah.
If you feel like, hey, I just need somebody to encourage me, I want to try to get my own health back in order, I've got an idea on how to do it where we can kind of all pull as a team.
Yeah.
And just speaking for me, I need help when it comes to like those moments where you're like, Twinkie or carrot?
Oh, I would so pick the carrot, because I hate Twinkies.
Not me.
Now, if it was a Reese's and a carrot, I don't know. Does the Reese's taste good with carrot? No, not really.
So we're going to work out a plan where we're hoping to motivate you, and we're also hoping to get some motivation, because I can't keep going like this.
No.
I'm starting to feel it, inside, where you're just like, this is yucky. I don't want it anymore. I need it to be done.
Right.
And so be watching for that. And so I'm saying that from my own perspective, and I don't know if you want to add to that.
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I want to be able to go up and down the stairs without my knees killing me, or, so.
Yeah.
Just carrying this extra person around, and it's not a child.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. We were talking with a friend at church this morning, and he happens to own a health food store.
Yeah.
And I just said, it was a quick thing before Sunday school, and And he could see that I was kind of just, nah.
Yeah.
And he says, "What's going on, man?" I said, "I've been thinking about making some health changes. I think I need a new diet." And he stopped me. He goes, "What do you mean you need a new diet?
You're on a diet.
You're on a diet. You're just picking the wrong choices."
Yeah.
Everybody's on a diet, is what he said. And he's right.
Right.
So, and I lamented. I just said, you know what? Sugar is addictive.
Mm-hmm.
I love sugar. Sugar's in everything. You know, and you want it. You crave it, right?
Right.
And I said, why didn't God make carrots addictive?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or celery?
You know, Christina's asking if we've tried keto. I'll be honest with you. I hear all about it, but I've not done any research on it whatsoever. So, it's pretty good, Claire says. So we might check that out.
We'll look into it, but I'll tell you what I'm probably going to side with. You'll find out. Is just that we all know what we should eat and what we shouldn't eat, and what is too much.
Right.
You know, it's simple. Twinkie or carrot.
Right.
You got to train your body to want the carrot, even though you've been addicted to the Twinkies for years.
Right.
And so it's making those choices where, okay, I'm going to do, instead of having a soda, which I don't even like soda generally anyway.
No. And I have a soda maybe once a month. If we have pizza, then you got to have a soda.
Right.
So it's...
And everything in moderation.
Exactly.
We're not going to flip out and just empty our pantry.
No.
You know, but we're going to start trying to do this sensibly and make a lifestyle change rather than a diet change.
Right. Yeah. This is something that, you know, less Oreos, more salad. You know, have a salad with your meal. And, you know, and it's funny because we'll do this every once in a while. We'll have a big salad with our dinner. We eat the salad first. No, you know what it is? We'll have salad with spaghetti and bread. Well, we eat the spaghetti and bread first because it's hot.
Right.
Then we're full and we don't want the salad. So.
Well, and I'm notorious for too much dressing on the salad.
Yes.
It used to be a joke that it was just like the salad is really just the carrier for your dressing.
Right, I know. And then occasionally we will have the salad beforehand and then we won't eat the spaghetti. So, you know, we have to have more meals with just salad and a few other things. Chicken and some veggies.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Well, you know about the diet thing, and we've got a little bit more stuff to go over, and I got something really fun planned. However, I need to let you know that we did get notice from the Weekend Homestead that they're not going live here because we usually tag team.
Yeah.
And we say goodnight at 8 o'clock. But if we go over tonight, don't feel like we're trying to cut in on his time or anything like that. He already contacted me and said that they weren't going to be able to be on tonight.
Right.
So there we go. Diet stuff coming. Now, bang zoom. I have an idea for you guys, and I'm kind of hoping to try to start this thing. I've got this thing, and I haven't even told Christa about it, so this could be horrible. You're gonna hear this live, real time, and you'll have to figure out if it's a good idea.
I hate when you throw stuff like this at me.
Oh, it's not you. It's them.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to develop our channel. We're trying to grow the audience, the crowd, the community, and we don't. I mean, we ask for people to subscribe, but we don't usually do a lot of gimmicky things. But this is gimmicky.
Okay.
This is gimmicky.
Okay.
And what I want you to do, if you will, please, por favor, is a couple times when you're on a YouTube session, go to another channel that's not our channel and leave a comment talking about how awesome the Big Family Homestead is, or how weird we are, or how Brad's a nut job. But just put Big Family Homestead in there. It doesn't even have to be related. That's even better. If it's completely unrelated to what the video's about.
Oh my gosh.
Don't you think that would be fun? If all of a sudden, you know, you've got Out of Goshen going, we just had an RV video.
We were just watching, so.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Forget that I said that, Out of Goshen.
Or, I got it. Go to Off the Ranch or Demolition Ranch and leave a comment there.
No.
Why not?
Because nobody there would.
Matt. He's a nice guy. Why?
We like them, but their crowd is not going to like us.
Why not?
We don't do a whole lot of Second Amendment
I'm
videos.
talking about off the ranch.
But we are very much for the Second Amendment.
Okay, fine, whatever.
Anyway, go to other people's channels and leave a comment that's completely unrelated to their video, but says the Big Family Homestead in it. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I'll tell you what, message us or leave a message saying what you did so we can go look. All right, time for our game, and then the evening is over. All right, in the past, we have played this game called What in the Heck Could I Possibly Do with This Item That's Not Its Original or Intended Use?
The fact that he can get that all in one breath is pretty awesome, actually.
That's actually the name of the game. You
Yeah.
tell them the name of the game.
The name of the game is... See, I can't even do it.
Oh, come on. You got this. What in the heck?
What in the heck can I possibly do with this and it's not its intended use?
That's close. Very good.
It needs to be a game show.
Well, that's the whole title.
No, I mean like a on TV kind of game show.
The idea is this, guys. As homesteaders, as self-reliant people, you have to kind of roll with the punches day to day. You have to make things happen, even if you don't have an item that's actually its purpose in life. You may need to make a splint out of a popsicle stick.
And rubber bands.
You may. Not too tight. The finger will fall off. You may have to patch a hole with blah, blah, blah. But the idea, yes, maybe. And then it'll be a bird feeder too. See? I just made up another use. But the idea is to think outside the box and come up with ideas that's not its intended use. Like, for example, if I said, this big pen, you can't say, well, you're right with it. Because that's its intended use. But
Use
what you
that
can't
as an
say,
emergency trick.
yep,
Actually, I don't know. I guess it would work. There is a small hole
you
in the
just hold
side.
it on the side there.
Yeah, you could use it with a yeah.
Okay, so first item of the game, and you can't say its intended use, you got to come up with the non-intended use, and actually, if they're funny and awesome, you get
That's even
extra
better.
cool points. So on your mark, get set. The first item of the game is kitchen tongs. These are great for flipping burgers. These are great for scooping spaghetti.
You can't flip burgers with those.
No, you really can't.
No.
What?
Hot dogs,
What would you
yes.
use with this? Kind of looks like a Star Trek symbol. Put it on your wharf suit. What do you think? Catch fish. You figure out what they're saying, Mama.
Closing the drapes, disposing a dead mouse. There
Ooh,
you go.
there you go.
Pulling nose hairs.
Surgical tool.
Hiney pinchers? Or hiney pinchers. Hiney
Aha.
pinchers, sorry. TV antenna, spiderweb grabber, pinch Brad when he misbehaves. Catching crawfish, an antenna. Digging a hole. Clean mini blinds with them. There you go.
Hermit crab Halloween costume.
Nice. Tomato plant stand.
Carrying a dirty diaper.
Yeah, there you go. Just make sure you sterilize them first. Or
All
sterilize
right.
them when you're done.
Okay, you guys are doing good. We're on a roll. So pass the
please.
butter. All right.
I think I fixed it.
You fixed it?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Yeah.
I think it's going. Refresh.
Yes, please, folks, refresh.
Hit the refresh button. We don't know what happened, but it decided it wasn't going to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Prep Setter Bob, thank you. All right, Prep Setter Bob, I am not seeing enough answers from you. This should be your A game.
No
If you
kidding.
were in the business world, this is your wheelhouse, as they say. So you, sir, have to come up with the unintended use for this next item, and this next item is this. An orange.
An orange?
Orange. So it
We
cannot.
have that.
There you go. Head, trousers. No, he looks like an orange on a toothpick.
Oops.
Prep Setter Bob, what is the unintended use for an orange? You can't eat it. What do? Oreo feeder.
Okay.
But that's kind of
Seat disposer cleaner.
You're gonna have to do better than that, bro. You're gonna have to do better.
Ant killer.
Let's
Emergency
see.
candle?
See, now Bandana Grandma's got the idea.
Plug a pipe.
Play lacrosse with the tongs and orange. Now we're talking.
Ah, there you go. A battery. Clean the. I've put orange peels down the garbage disposal before.
Oh.
Back massager.
Ooh, that actually feels really good. And I'll smell delightful at the end.
And you can get all of the juice out of it when you're done.
Mike's got the right idea. Air cannon ammo. Yes.
Yep.
You let me down, Bob. You let me down. Come on.
You're going to hear about this.
Oh.
The tennis ball.
A tennis ball.
That's funny.
Orange kills bugs and weeds. All right. Okay. I'm out of items, Mama, so it's all you, baby.
I have one more. Daisy is flipping her lid.
Cat deodorant. Excellent idea. Okay. Here we go.
Plant.
Last item of the evening.
Yeah.
What in the heck can you possibly do with an aloe plant that it's not its original and intended use?
Just sit there and look pretty?
No. How about a toothbrush?
No. That would hurt a lot.
Back scratcher. Winning.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hair replacement if you want to have dreadlocks.
Buckwheat hair. Oh gosh.
Buckwheat's hair, yeah. Put on Brad.
Bug mover. A bug mover.
Yeah.
Fingernail file. Onion ring holder. There you go. Mike's got it. Onion ring holder. Yeah.
Excellent. All right, guys. Here's the scoop. As you know, we are a family of faith, and we put our faith and trust in Jesus Christ. That's it. End of story. And I want to talk for just like a minute or two on something that's been really sticking in my brain here. But out of respect for those who may not, feel like we're trying to push something on you, we're not trying to push anything on anybody. So if that's not your thing, we can say goodnight, and hopefully you'll be back next week. So if you got to go, have a great week. If not, and you want to hang out, I got something I've been stewing on, and I've been stewing on this for a while. One of my favorite authors is C.S. Lewis, like we talked about, I think last week, could have been the week before.
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes of C.S. Lewis is, "I pray that when I die, all of hell rejoices that I'm out of the fight." Mm-hmm. I'm going to repeat that because that's pretty powerful. Mm-hmm. I pray that when I die, all of hell rejoices that I am out of the fight.
That's awesome.
C.S. Lewis. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. I make no bones about it. We believe that we are in the end times. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking like crazy weirdo end times. I'm talking end times, biblical truth. We don't know when it's going to happen. No man knows except the Father, as Scripture clearly says. So if anybody tries to tell you a date and a time, run away. Mm-hmm. They are liars, and they don't know what they're talking about, because the Bible is very clear about that. Mm-hmm. But this quote, "I pray that when I die, all of hell rejoices that I'm out of the fight," it sticks in my head like a splinter, and I'll tell you why. Because so many of us, our faith is not active. It's passive. We go to church. We maybe help out at the soup kitchen, or we maybe do something like this or do something like that, and we feel good about ourselves, and we feel like, Nana agrees. But our faith is generally passive. And too many of us, I think, don't realize that the time is short. And I think many of us don't realize that we need to be active in our faith, going out and trying to communicate the gospel, using our gifts and talents to help bring other people along. And I'm here to tell you guys, I've said this a million times, well, not a million, but I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. You specifically were made amazingly and wonderfully, and you are unlike any other person in all of history and will ever be. God created you specifically for a reason, and He has gifted and given you talents that is a skill set that no other person in your manner will ever have again. Now the question is, what are you going to do with it? I may be good at blah, 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 talking, blah, blah, blah. I may be good at playing guitar. I may be good at computers. And you might not be. You may say, well, that's not me. Okay, well, you may say I'm good at accounting. You may say, well, I'm really good at gardening. Well, how can you use those gifts that you've been given for God's glory, to bring other people into a relationship with Christ? Now, I want to make sure that you understand something really clear. Going to church doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm sorry to say, but it's your relationship with Jesus that's important. Going to church is great. It is good. It is a blessing. But that's not what Jesus is saying. He's saying, I want you. The four walls that you meet at, that's fine and dandy. That's all good. Glad that you're doing that. Glad that you're building up the community. But he is interested in you. And I gotta say something else. I'm sorry to be on a soapbox today, but I'm just feeling like I need to say a few things. Guys, the time is short. Don't waste time. And here's the thing. You may be out there sitting there going, you know what? That's all good for you, Brad. That's all fine and dandy for you. You were a worship leader and you did all this stuff and that's fine for you, but you have no idea what I've done. You have no, I tell you, Christ does know what you have done.
And loves you anyway.
And loves you anyway. Mm-hmm. So much that even if it was just you, he still would have done the whole thing. He still would have gone and paid for those sins too. He knows all the crap I do. He knows the stuff I'm going to do tomorrow. And he still loves me anyway. He still loves you anyway. And if you're ready to embrace that, talk to him. Tell him, I want you in my heart. Say, Jesus, I know I'm messed up. I got no stones to throw, people. My sins are just as bad and funky and filthy as everybody out there. And I'm here to tell you, don't believe the lie that you can't be made whole, that you can't be made clean, that Christ would not love you, because he does love you. He's saying, come home. Come to me. And so, tonight, I'll leave that. Where are you at? If you want to be with him, it's only a prayer away. It's only heart knowledge, head knowledge. You got to just give it to him. Say, hey, I've messed up. I need you. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Don't worry about sprinkle, dunk, soak, baptism. I got to do this. I got to stand up. I got to walk here. The business is between you and Christ. I don't care what any pastor tells you. So, there you have it, guys. I hope that you understand, or at least you have a glimpse of just how much you're loved. Because I was a broken, messed up dude before I trusted Christ. And he has used our lives in amazing ways. And he wants you to do the same thing. He wants to take... See, I look at it like this. I was like nothing. I was mud. I was filth. But he takes that and he molds it and shapes it into something that is beautiful, that pleases him, and that will work and bring community in. And he can take those things that look horrible and make them into something amazing. And he wants to do it with you. So, Tawny, he wants that for all of us. He can take something out of the dust and make it into something amazing. So with that, guys, I'm going to stop jacking my jaw. We're so glad you're here. Truthfully. I don't have anything else to say. He loves you. With that said, I hope that you spend some time and talk to God. There it is. Video's coming out soon. We're going to pray. Father God, thank you so much for these folks. It's my prayer that you pour out your Holy Spirit into their lives and just show them just how much you love them. You are a good, good Father. You are the ultimate. You've done everything when we would just give you nothing. And we want to say thank you. And we want to embrace you. Some of us may not know how. Help us to understand it and to just thank you. And oh, Lord, we're broken. Help us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, guys. Have a great night and a blessed week.
Good night.